if the Democrats are going to kick Trump's name off of state ballots like in Colorado and Maine, then it's time for the Republicans to do the same. And we have movement on that, which regardless of what you think of the principle, of course, you don't take a president's name off the ballot, but you do if the Democrats do it, because it's the only way they'll learn. Mutual assured destruction is how you beat tyranny. Here's ABC News. Maine House votes down GOP effort to impeach election official who removed Trump from ballot. So we're going to start with the news here on this is that Shenna Bellows gal. Republicans were going to try to impeach her and they voted that. They decided against it. Missouri official threatens to remove Biden from the 2024 presidential ballot if the new legal standard boots Trump. So he's only saying, I don't believe this, but if the Democrats are going to make this a new legal standard, then we have to do it. And I agree with that. Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft says he'll make move if other states disqualify Trump from running for a second term. The Democrats always say it's the Republicans that are the biggest threat to democracy. But here's Elise Stefanik, where we know the opposite's true.
And when it comes to threats to democracy, Joe Biden and Democrats are a threat to democracy. We see them attempting to remove President Trump from the ballot. We saw this in Colorado and Maine. That is a suppression of the American people and the American people's ability to cast their ballots this November. So it's Democrats that are a threat to democracy.
No bigger threat to democracy in America than the Democrats. Here's Sean Davis on X. Good. Every other red state should follow suit. If there are going to be new rules, then the only way through is to force them on the Democrats. That's Sean Davis. He's the one that came up with that theory of mutual assured destruction. It's not that it makes it right to take a candidate's name off the ballot. It's the only way to reform the Democrats, to get them to stop doing it. CNN Politics. DeSantis suggests Biden could be removed from Florida ballot. So now even DeSantis, even people running against Trump are coming out to help him, saying we must stop this precedent from being normalized by ourselves threatening it. It's a good move. And now just empty your head out, because here's AOC on demanding that Clarence Thomas recuse himself.
In advance, 8 House Democrats have sent a letter to Justice Clarence Thomas saying he should recuse himself, in large part because of the actions of his wife, Ginny, in connection to the January 6th rally and subsequent riot.
It's very clear. Clarence Thomas and rather his wife, Ginny, participated in the events of January 6th.
Did you see her slip up there? She goes, Clarence Thomas, his wife, Ginny, participated in the events. Yeah, that's the big problem. It wasn't Clarence Thomas. It was his wife, and his wife is allowed to do whatever. It does not mean he did it or that he'll judge wrong in this situation.
And now what is likely going before the Supreme Court is a judgment as to whether an event that his wife participated in, that his wife has been investigated by in the January 6th committee, qualifies as an insurrection.
So the truth is she's pretending to care about Ginny Thomas and removing her. And really, they want one less vote supporting Trump. I wish she'd just come out and say, look, we'll do anything we can just to get one less vote for Trump on the Supreme Court.
And Clarence Thomas's decision on that, one way or another, and overall the court's decision on that, would directly implicate his wife.
It wouldn't implicate her because she's not an insurrectionist. There's no such thing as what they did There's no such thing in the Constitution as describing what happened on January 6th as an insurrection.
And so this is just one of the most classic textbook conflicts of interest. And it would frankly be a scandal if he did not recuse.
Do you think he actually will? He did recuse himself.
Oh, yeah. First of all, bring on the scandal. I would love to get AOC upset that there was a scandal that somehow Clarence Thomas wouldn't recuse himself against his wife. I just want to see your tears. I want to see you scream and cry. And as we ignore you all the way to Trump being president in 2024.
Do you worry that he might not, just because you have written this letter?
I could think of no better legal theory than just because AOC is the one rendering it, that's why Clarence Thomas should not recuse himself. That's good enough for me. We are dealing with AOC, who thought General Motors was in the Army. And then here's Newsweek on the full list of states wanting to kick Joe Biden off the ballot. We have Texas. This is Governor Dan Patrick threatened this back in December. We have Arizona, we have Georgia, and we have Pennsylvania now joining the good guys with getting Biden's name kicked off the ballot. Biden or whoever else. Thank you guys for joining us. Give us a subscription any old time you want. We'd love to have you grow our numbers and help explode this channel. I'm Doug in Exile.